He then pulled me aside, but still within J.O.'s hearing, and remarked that this was the kind of thing, junk he meant, that tourists buy. "Why don't you buy it?" Alberto teased, "to take back to the United States." Alberto also appraised J.O.'s living quarters. To my eyes, the house was clean and furnished in attractive, if modest, hippie style. Straw mats made of palm fronds covered the floor, and there were 2 sleeping hammocks. Alberto found the scene absurd. For decoration drawn from nature, J.O. had brought in a dead bush, which lay awkwardly in his living room. "Was that tree alive?" asked Alberto. He gave me a knowing wink. Who but a loony hippie would have a dead tree in his living room? J.O. and Alberto got into an argument about pollution, J.O. citing the obvious pollution of the ocean, the yellow foam, which Alberto claimed incorrectly had always been there. Alberto played down the danger of Tibra's sulfuric waste. J.O. saw Tibras as part of the assault on paradise. These interactions between young hippie and old villager made me think of Claude Levi-Strauss, 1967, Discussions of the Opposition Between Nature and Culture, addressed in The Myths of Many Societies. The French structural anthropologist pointed out that people everywhere are concerned with the contrast between that which is natural and that which, manufactured by humans, is artificial or a cultural product. All their behavior showed that Alberto and J.O. were engaged in a debate about the merits of culture versus nature, about economic development versus tradition and preservation. Alberto stood for culture, for lights, electricity, roads, cars, tourism, business. Changes that, had he thought, made things better for him. J.O. lamented the loss of the natural, the simple, the primitive. He maintained a romantic vision of a traditional Arambepe that he had never known, whereas Alberto was very sure that his own lifestyle had improved. Some villagers shared Alberto's opinion. Several others, unexpectedly, given their fascination with the novelty in 1973, agreed with J.O. Reasons for dissatisfaction with change will become more apparent in Chapter 8. The hippies' era was ending in Arambepe, as it had throughout the world. The subculture survived in such people as J.O., the hippie artisans of Arambepe and the Aldea. Having become permanent residents, they, like many other villagers, catered to the tourist trade, making handicrafts and running bars. As we worked on our household survey in the street down there, even Alberto, an observant man, astute about social differences, couldn't say whether or not some recent arrivals who rented nearby were hippies. The distinction was becoming less salient. Villagers who knew them well said that hippies no longer liked to be called by that term. Those who had settled in Arambepe preferred to be accepted as ordinary villagers. Furthermore, outsiders now had difficulty identifying hippies in Arambepe, since many kinds of people milled around the village every weekend. The hippies were only a part, and today are a small fraction of the many outsiders who have come to Arambepe because of its beauty, seaside location, increasing accessibility, and tourist economy. Yet the hippies have a decided symbolic importance because their arrival separates 2 eras in local history. They provide a reference point that sets traditional Arambepe apart from the here and now. The media accounts published since 1970 have focused on the hippies, according them attention disproportionate to their numbers and importance in village life. Even in 1980, a film crew doing location photography drove straight to one of the hippie bars in southern Arambepe. For urban Brazilians, the image of the hippie still holds more fascination than that of a rural worker or a weekend picnicker in a honky-tonk town. As one municipal officer told me, the Aldea's rock concerts, drug traffic, and nudity created a furor when reported in newspapers and on television. With pollution and hippies to catch the media eye, no wonder the villagers were ignored. Yet, many other changes, although less sensational, have affected Arambepe. The following chapters explore the more profound altercations undetected by the media, including a major transformation in the fishing industry that is part of a general change in the pattern of local economic and social life. Yay, more fishing! That's the end of Chapter 7.